I gotta follow that. Thank you so much. What an incredible day. It's a great feeling. It's emotional. I feel a little bit like George Costanza with my worlds colliding here a little bit. With my Villanova drinking buddies and my boss here, who's 20 years younger than I am. Talking to my Marshall McLennan friend here, and it's really great. Thank you so much for your support today, your support of the Drew O'Donoghue Fund. Jerry Vogel, your tenacity, your vision in this has just been incredible, and you set up a great relationship with Dr. Hammer that's going to live on forever. Jerry Nealon, he's great. John Nealon, we couldn't do this without you. Thank you so much. It's been an incredible, emotional, and exhausting time for us all as we find the right keys to dealing with Drew's passing. I often think of the past year as Drew handled his diagnosis with strength and determination. Through all of the pain, all of the hospital visits, including his major surgery back in 2013, he never once lost hope, never once stopped planning for the future, and he never once lost sight of his family, his friends, and his school. I never saw him cry about his situation, although he was quite annoyed at me for not understanding a word he was trying to say through his oxygen tube. As he was commuting into the city last summer, he was taking 10 pills a day of that drug that Dr. Hammer talked about, Mitotane. And he was very uncomfortable, but he forged on. He was planning his next steps after school, and he had to take painkillers just before an interview so he could be presentable and effective. He never once said, "Why me?" He was always connected to his family and friends, and although quite nostalgic with them, he always was excited about the next step, the next opportunity, and the great possibilities that were in store. Father Peter, in his great homily for Drew, spoke about Drew's journey as a big brother, as a cousin, a grandson, a student, a friend, and a musician. He talked about how Drew, as a musician, sparked an emotion. He elevated the listener and pushed the listener both physically and emotionally to take a different perspective on things, which can add beauty and hope to life itself. In Drew's music, one song in particular called Journey, the listener, he takes the listener through the piano into a sense of action, chords full of purpose and power, with single notes dancing in a direction of collective purpose. That's where we are now. Dr. Reedy, who treated Drew at Memorial Sloan Kettering, recently wrote about Drew in her blog. She described the moment she had to tell Drew and us of his last CAT scan. She described the pain she had and the difficult time she had in composing herself enough to walk through the door to tell us the news. I remember it like it was today. She walked in with teary eyes and fallen face and told us of the news. Well, Lisa and I were weepy, of course, as was Dr. Reedy, but Drew had a stoic, steely-eyed determination, an unshaken resolve about him, and in fact, he pulled us through that very moment. That is where this fund needs to be. We need to build awareness, focus our resources, and attract current and future researchers to the cause. With the collective efforts of all of us, as one, making a difference and pushing in a collective direction that, like Drew, sees hope of a cure, and on the way, the collective support of those afflicted by this disease. Because you decided to be here today, because you so generously offered us a part of your hard-earned treasure, here and now is that exact point where we join an aggressive journey to find a cure. We can do this together. Let us take from this event, this place, a collective bargain to support and encourage one another, to build momentum, gather resources, and to reach out to those around us afflicted by ACC. Let me remind you that there is a letter in the middle of the program, written but not finished by Drew, and we ask that you take a moment to think about what he has challenged us to do. And if you're comfortable, and even if you've never met him, finish the note and share it with us. Drew had an incredible life with incredible caring people all around him. He is here. He has galvanized us to the cause, and we plan to make the difference that changed people's lives. So as we take a moment to think about how lucky we all are, and the great many stories and experiences we all cherish, I quote Drew. He said, "Nostalgia makes you want to go back and relive those times. But hope carries you on, whispering of the possibilities and treasures that lie ahead. You are the catalysts of that hope. The Drew O'Donoghue Fund is the vehicle that gives that hope shape and direction. So let's build momentum from here on. Let's challenge ourselves to become aware, to be supportive, and one day soon, with Drew's spirit planted firmly among us, there will be a cure." Now, I want to leave you with a video. It's almost a family hug given to us and to Drew in this past month. But I want to say thank you, and please know that Lisa, Patrick, and I gain strength from all of you, and we appreciate your kind love and support. So here's a video I'd like to take you through.
And I would ask all of the graduates to remain standing. There is one degree that has not been yet conferred, and I ask you all to join in with me as we confer the final degree of this class of 2014. Drew O'Donoghue passed away on Friday, February 14th, 2014, after a year-long battle with cancer. He was 22 years old. Drew was a gifted student, a talented musician, a former high school athlete. He enjoyed playing piano, and he composed and recorded several original pieces of music. A senior at Villanova School of Business, Drew majored in finance and accounting with a minor in Chinese. In 2011, Drew spent a semester in Shanghai, China, where he attended Fudan University and worked as an intern at a global marketing firm. Since his freshman year, he has achieved Dean's List status and was selected to join both the Beta Gamma Sigma Business Honor Society and the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi. Throughout his Villanova experience, he participated in many philanthropic events, was an active member of Sigma Phi Epsilon, his fraternity, and an avid Wildcat basketball and lacrosse fan. During his junior year, he was diagnosed with adrenal cancer, a rare and aggressive cancer that strikes about 1,000 people a year in the United States. While waging his own battle against cancer, Drew extended his war by creating an endowment fund to keep the fight focused and strong. This fund, in his name, has been developed and designed to fund research specifically related to ACC, as well as for the patients and families afflicted by his cancer. Throughout his time, Drew continued throughout the year to come back to Villanova and try to continue his classes. Today, Drew graduates from Villanova University with a bachelor's degree in business administration, magna cum laude. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, the faculty, and the Villanova community, I am honored to present Drew's diploma to his parents, Sean and Lisa, and his brother, Patrick.
take the journey together. Thank you so much for a great day. I really appreciate it.